No.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Houston Texans and the Atlanta Falcons. Kickoff is moments away, so let's get you out to our commentators. And standing by for the call are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Who's my kicker? Let me play. I don't know who my kicker is.
Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago.
This is going to be a very
Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Atlanta Falcons. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time, but you've seen when you were working out, when you were doing things, you felt football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be there again.
Probably State of Decay too, since it's like all you ever play. Oh God, who's my kicker? Oh, I guess. What? Okay. I guess. Okay. What? I don't have the auto silver.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening
randomly had
drive.
Matt Prater.
Orchestrating the offense will be a man who won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
I can't sign anybody. I couldn't even trade because I didn't have a player who would trade enough to get me out of negative, so it would say that the trade would put me in negative.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. He's going to be following a pickup a step past the 30 to the 32. So they'll come back to 7 on a second read. Shrugs the table.
Nice.
And in this offense, the shifty Lamar Miller sometimes sets the table.
And he's at his best when the number of carries for him approaches 20. Wears down defenses with his speed.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
I kind of want to, when I get the ball in offense, just call it
play action for Miller. Now Watson. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. The starting defense for the Falcons.
Many people thought Keanu Neal was overdrafted by Atlanta, but they saw his talents and knew that he would fit their scheme perfectly. A hybrid player, can play deep in the secondary as a safety, can drop down into the box and also make a lot of tackles, and at times can stay on the field and serve a linebacker role as well.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back.
It's not.
Throwing 3rd down, Watson. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. And that'll be incomplete. They took their shot all right, but it comes empty. And it's 4th down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the third overall pick in the 2008 draft, the man they call Matty Ice, quarterback Matt Ryan.
And they said he would be a gym rat coming out of Boston College, and nothing has changed. And his play continues to get better as he rallies his team.
Ryan to the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 20. Now Ryan. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field. I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
And now out comes Houston. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Watson, and this one hauled in by Rudolph. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. A first down carry now for Miller. Shedding the tackle. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. On 2nd down, Eckler. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
I like the call. inside the red zone running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Looking to throw. Davison. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked off that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. A punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
2nd and 4. Throwing in the middle, but it's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Running on first down to Eckler. He'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And he's got this down to the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Eckler. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll run here with Eckler. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This is a counter play. Eckler. And he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. Well, they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know they become regular season. He's going to be ready to go. Maybe he'll remember, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. Back to throw here. That's complete to the tight end, Sauber. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
What I could do is involve Alex.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Because I've got him for another, like, 6 years.
On 1st and 10, Davison. He gets it to Thomas. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a pass, and it's complete to QT. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Throwing again. Davison. Got an open man. It's QT. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Operating from the gun. Davison. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offensive guys always taught, find the 1st down sticks and make the play. On defense, what do you want to do? Guard the 1st down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out
number
what the
84
line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
Julio Jones and J.J. Jones.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Mullins now. Just 2 of 5 since coming on, but he does have a 1st down here. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll set up a throw. He completes this to Russell Gage. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, we need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing right, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Again, he'll drop the throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Gage, as the 1st half is winding down. And the Falcons push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here. The 2nd quarter, they don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here in the half, he'll just take a knee and he'll bring the football out to the 25. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Davison.
Yeah, I don't need to spin.
And time finally was out. Can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. 3 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started less than 1 month from tonight in our game. Most of the starters have made their cameo and departed, but plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose as we get you right back out to Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Come here, buddy. Fitness.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
It's 2nd and then down. Nowhere to escape. He goes down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and done just that.
Seriously, play to play.
Jones has it. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They do get 9 there on the dump-off, but it's not enough. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Play action. Davison. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. From the gun on 3rd down. Davison. Thomas has got it. Complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 25 yards that time. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Watkins. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. He'll drop to throw. Oh, able to avoid him. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Russell Gage ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Falcons push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation.
The user
but I do know that all
worse
32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what.
You're always at a
First 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. On first down, Davison. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
You don't know who you signed, do you?
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's
Are you sure it was this one?
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Mullins now, 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. That's one of those touchdown tosses where if it's an inch to the right or left, it's not a touchdown. He had to put it right on the money.
Yeah, and how did he do that? Everything around him, everything swirling, all the coverage downfield. Somehow he spotted the opening and put it right there.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly
right.
right.
Like that, don't you? Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Duke Riley, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Going on the ground with Eckler. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Right now to return. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I don't have, like, my starting running back is my 3rd string running back.
They're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports.
70, Indy.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yard. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now back to throw. And he's going to go down again. Carlos Watkins, his 2nd sack of the night.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They're going to look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Now, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deidrin Sendak with a sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been totally beaten right from the word go.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to make it 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Go. 60 or. Ready? At the 24-yard line.
Second and 11. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. This is White on the screen. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Prater on to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Throwing after the interception. Davison, he'll get this to Eckler. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's 2nd and 8. And Thomas has it. And a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll run. This is White. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Now, they've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They'll try and run for it with Ford. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 13-year man puts it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.